Welcome back to Free to Play Fridays. This is Micro Machines for the NES. Goblin Kart Rescue, which is a game made by someone who obviously played Micro Machines for the NES or possibly Super Nintendo. Same game, same exact game. There's just no screen flickering, and I think the soundtrack's kind of different. I was gonna say, listen to the soundtrack for a second. I was gonna say that makes me think it's the Super Nintendo version, because I think the Super Nintendo version had the bleeps and bloops, but it didn't have that. The NES version had. I played the NES version. Let's go ahead and play the game. This one has a story though. If you've ever played Micro Machines, you'll know what I mean by the soundtrack, and you'll also know what I mean right now. This is Micro Machines. I don't know if there's any. Yeah, it plays exactly like Micro Machines. So that's good. I had a hard time getting my controller to be recognized. That was a pain in the butt. Oh, this is not laps though. I did not save the princess. All right, so there's just many point-to-point races. Are there any laps races, or did you not want to program that in? So you just did a point-to-point, and then you made sure there was walls everywhere, so we couldn't. So you couldn't just drive straight there. You didn't really want to program the whole racing element, did you? All right, we saved this goblin princess. Now it's time to save another goblin princess. All right, I don't know if there's any boost, like kart racer style boost off. Whoa, watch out! There's a bridge. Uh oh. Okay, the AI can't. Hey. That was cheating. Yeah, that guy should have fallen off the bridge. Right there. He should have fallen off the bridge. There's probably not a boost, because this is a Micro Machines game, not a Mario Kart game. God damn it, I forgot there was a turn there. He's gonna beat me again. Okay, let's try that again then. I hate bezels, by the way. I'd rather have blacks. I'd rather have black, have pillar box. I would. Oh, there's a. There's a. I ran out of turbo boost, but there's a turbo boost. God damn it! Hey, can I just kill myself? I have lives here. There we go. Retry. Oops. I'll show you now. God damn it! Back. This game doesn't handle the menus doesn't handle very. God damn it. The menus doesn't handle very well. This is the extent of the options menu. Do better. I know it's free. Still, do better. You can do better. I know you can do better. Because I can do better. I do it all the time. The first thing I fucking do when I start a new project is I add the options menu. It's one of the first things I do. After I do a basic rough prototype of the first little gameplay bit. Make sure gameplay is on its basic fun. And then the immediate next thing I do is make sure I have the skeleton of an options menu built. Here's the options menu. It doesn't have all the options yet, but it has some of the options. It has the most basic options that this game doesn't even have. And then the next thing you do is you have to make sure that it's extensible. So then as soon as you're programming a variable, anytime you're programming in a variable and you're this should probably be an option, like a constant, you're not necessarily a variable, but you're programming something in and you're what should the value for this be? Every time you're programming in a constant variable and you think to yourself, so what should this constant be? What should this value be? Every fucking single time as a game developer, every single time you think that to yourself, the next thing you should think is, should that be an option that the player could select? Should that be an option? Should that be a player selection option? And if the answer is no, then fine. Just that you need a balance, right? You're probably looking for balance. It's probably something balancing or just something for your gameplay. Oops. Something you want for your gameplay experience. So in that case, then you select it yourself. God damn it! I've way lost this race. Did you pick different values and you test them and you see which one you like. God damn it! I keep trying to press back. I keep pressing back on accident. But if the answer is yes, players should be there should be an option in the option menu. Then you just add it right away instead of wasting time picking different well, you still gotta have to pick a default. I went around again. There's no start button. Okay, so you can press escape, but there's no start button on the controller. They didn't go out of their way to make a basic options menu beyond just reset track times and reset track clears. That's all they programmed into the options menu, which means they programmed an options menu. It means they programmed an options menu. They just didn't do anything with it other than those two things. But then instead of like adding anything else that makes sense, any other options that make sense, they spent their time programming in fucking Steam input. So instead of just like having a regular controller with A, B, all that, like, and you just make, if you've got a Steam controller like I do, you just set, this level sucks, by the way. This level's not good at all. Instead of just having a regular A, B, just emulate an Xbox controller, pretend you're using an Xbox controller, program in PlayStation controller icons if you want to for extra controller support. They didn't do that. Or they didn't do that. They made it so that when you open up the controller configurator, you have options like gas and special, and that's it. So what was the point? And then the defaults were terrible, so I had to get that. And then for some reason, I launched the game and it still didn't recognize my controller at all. And I keep relaunching it. Eventually, I set my controller to work as a controller outside of Steam because I'm in Linux. I could do that. You can't do that in Windows, but you can do that in Linux. By the way, that's so. So I have a controller config. My desktop configuration has like, here's all your controller. Here's your. I need to just not hit those boosts. Those boosts are what's killing me. Okay, there we go. No, there, I won. Okay, can we finish the? There's one more princess here in this. I wanted to press B again. Okay. Let's see if this level's. Oh, is this laps? Oh God, we're in lap territory. So you did program laps. You just decided to do sprints for the first shortcut. Here's a shortcut. I can't. These things are dangerous. I don't like hitting them. Oh God, 3 laps, huh? This game isn't as good as Micro Machines for the NES, by the way. Micro Machines for the NES is a lot more fun. It's a lot more fun. It's. I don't know. They're both janky, but they're janky in different ways. The Micro Machines for the NES is pretty stiff. It's got pretty stiff controls. This game is loose as all hell. It's probably somewhere in the middle would be best. But there, I saved the princess first try, even though I lost the first 2 laps. All right, if you want to play the rest of this game, if you want to see the rest of this game, play it yourself. See you next week for Free to Play Fridays.